Hello, amazing parents and soon-to-be parents. Welcome to a comprehensive guide on creating a newborn care schedule. We know that welcoming a new baby into your life is a beautiful and exciting time, but it can also be a bit overwhelming. There's so much to learn, and establishing a routine can make everything feel a little more manageable. Today, we're going to walk you through how to create a newborn care schedule that covers feeding, sleeping, and playtime. So, grab a cup of tea or coffee, sit back, and let's dive into this journey together. Understanding your newborn's needs. First things first, let's talk about understanding your newborn's needs. Every baby is unique, and it's important to tune into their individual rhythms and preferences. Newborns have basic needs that revolve around eating, sleeping, and being comforted. The key to a successful schedule is flexibility and responsiveness to your baby's cues. Feeding needs. Newborns have tiny tummies and need to eat frequently. Whether you're breastfeeding, formula feeding, or a combination of both, expect to feed your baby about every 2 to 3 hours. This might seem like a lot, and it is, but remember that newborns grow rapidly and need a steady supply of nutrients. Breastfed babies might feed more often than formula-fed babies, as breast milk is more easily digested. Watch for hunger cues like rooting, sucking on hands, or smacking lips. Crying is often a late hunger cue, so try to respond to earlier signals to keep your baby calm and content. Sleeping needs. Newborns sleep a lot, typically around 16 to 17 hours a day, but this sleep is broken into short periods. Your baby's sleep schedule will be erratic at first, with naps lasting anywhere from 30 minutes to a few hours. It's normal for newborns to wake frequently at night for feedings. During the first few weeks, focus on helping your baby distinguish between day and night. Keep daytime interactions stimulating and bright, while nighttime feedings and diaper changes should be calm and quiet. This helps set the foundation for longer stretches of sleep at night. Playtime and bonding. Playtime with a newborn is simple but essential. It's a time for bonding, sensory exploration, and early learning. Short, gentle interactions like talking, singing, and tummy time are perfect for this stage. These activities stimulate your baby's developing senses and provide opportunities for connection. Establishing a routine. Now that we've covered the basics of your newborn's needs, let's talk about how to establish a routine. The word routine might sound rigid, but in the context of newborn care, it's more about creating a rhythm that works for you and your baby. Start with a flexible framework. In the early days, flexibility is key. Your baby's needs will change frequently, and so will your schedule. Instead of a strict timetable, aim for a flexible framework that adapts to your baby's natural patterns. This might mean feeding your baby when they're hungry, letting them sleep when they're tired, and fitting in playtime when they're awake and alert. Create a consistent sequence. While the timing might vary, try to create a consistent sequence of activities. For example, after your baby wakes up, you might start with a feeding, followed by some playtime or tummy time, then a diaper change, and finally, a nap. This sequence helps your baby understand what to expect next, which can be comforting and calming. Day and night differentiation. Helping your baby differentiate between day and night is an important part of establishing a routine. During the day, keep the environment bright and engage with your baby. At night, keep the lights low and minimize stimulation. Over time, this helps your baby learn that nighttime is for sleeping and daytime is for being awake and active. Feeding schedule. Let's dive deeper into creating a feeding schedule. Remember, newborns need to eat frequently, and their feeding patterns will change as they grow. Here's how to navigate this important part of your baby's routine. Breastfeeding tips. If you're breastfeeding, aim to feed your baby on demand, which is usually every 2 to 3 hours. Watch for early hunger cues and try to feed before your baby becomes too fussy. Each feeding session might last around 20 to 45 minutes, depending on your baby's appetite and feeding efficiency. Make sure you're comfortable and well supported during feedings. Use pillows to support your arms and back, and find a quiet, comfortable space where you can relax. Staying hydrated and well nourished is also important, as breastfeeding can increase your nutritional needs. Formula feeding tips. If you're formula feeding, you'll also be feeding your baby every 2 to 3 hours, but the duration of each feeding might be shorter than breastfeeding. Follow the guidelines on your formula packaging for mixing and feeding amounts, and always prepare formula according to the manufacturer's instructions. Keep a close eye on your baby's cues and adjust the amount you're feeding based on their needs. Some babies might need a bit more or less than the recommended amounts, and that's okay. As your baby grows, they'll naturally start to take in more at each feeding and may go longer between feedings. Combination feeding. If you're combining breastfeeding and formula feeding, you might find it helpful to create a flexible schedule that accommodates both. You might breastfeed during the day and offer formula at night, or alternate feedings throughout the day. Find a balance that works for you and your baby, and don't hesitate to seek support from a lactation consultant or pediatrician if you need guidance. Sleeping schedule. Creating a sleeping schedule for your newborn can feel challenging, but it's all about tuning into your baby's natural sleep patterns and creating a conducive sleep environment. Daytime sleep. Newborns will take several naps throughout the day, and the length of these naps will vary. In the early weeks, your baby might nap for 30 minutes to 2 hours at a time. As they grow, their nap times might become more predictable, but it's normal for newborn sleep to be irregular. To help your baby nap well during the day, create a calm and quiet sleep environment. Use a crib or bassinet in a dimly lit room, and consider using white noise to mask household sounds. Establishing a nap routine, such as a short story or gentle rocking before sleep, can signal to your baby that it's time to rest. Nighttime sleep. At night, focus on creating a soothing and consistent bedtime routine. This might include a warm bath, a gentle massage, and a quiet feeding before bed. Keep nighttime interactions calm and brief, with minimal lights and stimulation. Swaddling can help your baby feel secure and sleep longer stretches at night. Make sure the swaddle is snug but not too tight, and always place your baby on their back to sleep. As your baby grows and starts to roll over, you'll need to transition out of swaddling for safety reasons. Playtime and bonding. Playtime with your newborn is all about connection and early development. It's a wonderful opportunity to bond with your baby and stimulate their senses. Tummy time. Tummy time is essential for your baby's development, helping to strengthen their neck, shoulder, and arm muscles. Start with short sessions, just a few minutes at a time, and gradually increase the duration as your baby gets stronger. Place your baby on a soft, flat surface, and get down on their level to encourage interaction. You can use toys, mirrors, or your own face to engage your baby during tummy time. Always supervise your baby closely during tummy time to ensure their safety. Interactive play. Interactive play includes activities like talking, singing, and reading to your baby. These simple interactions help your baby develop language skills and foster a sense of security. Make eye contact, use expressive facial expressions, and respond to your baby's coos and babbles. You can also introduce age-appropriate toys that encourage exploration and sensory development. Soft rattles, textured fabrics, and baby-safe mirrors are great options. Remember, the goal of playtime is not to overstimulate but to provide gentle, engaging experiences that promote bonding and learning. Quiet time. Quiet time is just as important as active play. It's a time for your baby to relax and unwind. This might include cuddling, rocking, or simply holding your baby close. Quiet time helps your baby feel safe and secure, and it's a wonderful way to bond. Adjusting the schedule as your baby grows. As your baby grows, their needs will change, and so will your routine. It's important to remain flexible and adjust your schedule as needed. Growth spurts and developmental milestones. Growth spurts and developmental milestones can temporarily disrupt your baby's routine. During growth spurts, your baby might feed more frequently and sleep more or less than usual. Be patient and responsive to their needs, and know that these phases are temporary. Developmental milestones, such as rolling over, sitting up, and teething, can also affect your baby's routine. Celebrate these milestones and adjust your schedule to accommodate changes in your baby's behavior and needs. Introducing solid foods. Around 6 months of age, your baby will be ready to start solid foods. This is an exciting milestone that will add a new dimension to your routine. Start with small, simple foods like pureed vegetables and fruits, and gradually introduce new textures and flavors. As you introduce solids, you'll still need to maintain a schedule of breast or formula feedings. Over time, your baby will begin to take in more solids and reduce their milk intake. Pay attention to your baby's cues and adjust their feeding schedule accordingly. Seeking support and resources. Creating a newborn care schedule is a learning process, and it's okay to seek support and resources along the way. Pediatrician and healthcare providers. Your pediatrician is a valuable resource for guidance on feeding, sleeping, and overall care. Don't hesitate to reach out with questions or concerns. Regular checkups provide an opportunity to discuss your baby's growth and development and get personalized advice. Lactation consultants. If you're breastfeeding and encounter challenges, a lactation consultant can provide support and practical solutions. They can help with latch issues, milk supply concerns, and feeding techniques. Many hospitals and community organizations offer lactation support services. Parenting groups and online communities. Connecting with other parents can be incredibly helpful. Parenting groups and online communities offer a space to share experiences, ask questions, and find encouragement. You're not alone on this journey, and hearing from others who are going through similar experiences can be reassuring. Embracing the journey. As you create and adjust your newborn care schedule, remember to embrace the journey. Parenthood is a beautiful, messy, and ever-changing experience. There will be moments of joy, exhaustion, frustration, and triumph. Give yourself grace and know that it's okay to take things one day at a time. Cherish the small moments, celebrate the milestones, and don't be too hard on yourself if things don't go perfectly. Your love and care are the most important gifts you can give your baby, and the routines you establish now will help create a sense of security and well-being that will last a lifetime. Finally, creating a newborn care schedule is a blend of structure and flexibility. It's about tuning into your baby's needs, establishing a rhythm that works for your family, and being adaptable as those needs evolve. Whether it's feeding, sleeping, or playtime, the key is to create a nurturing environment that fosters your baby's growth and development. We hope this guide has provided you with valuable insights and practical tips to help you on this journey. Remember, you're doing an amazing job, and your efforts are creating a strong foundation for your baby's future. If you have any questions or need further support, don't hesitate to reach out to your healthcare provider or parenting community. If you found this video helpful, please like, share, and subscribe for more tips and inspiration. Thanks for joining us today, and we wish you all the best as you navigate the wonderful world of newborn care. Happy parenting!